Hey everyone, Lauren here, wanting to talk to you today about the power of underwear and the power of no underwear. Um, I recently posted on social media about purchasing some pants that absorb your menstrual blood, which I've been circling for a long time, but I didn't need until recently because I'd been pregnant and then postpartum. And it felt like everyone was very curious about these pants. So I thought I'd talk today about your cycle, if you cycle, and the power of pants that can help you during that time of the month, and then what to do the rest of the month from a sexologist perspective. So I've got some of the pants here. Here are my Thinx. THINX, my Thinx period pants. These are the hip huggers, which are for heavy days. So when I was experiencing my period a week and a half ago, I wore these pants for the heavy days, and then I have a pair of pants that I wore by Thinx for the lighter days. So these pants are a little bit of an investment because they're antimicrobial, they absorb any fluids from your body, they keep you dry. So it wasn't too strange an experience, but the first few moments were a little bit like, oh, okay, it's okay that I'm not wearing anything because I'm wearing my Thinx period pants. Um, so what happened with them? I felt very, very comfortable in them ever since having my second baby in particular, because I had vaginal deliveries. I am far less of a fan of using anything that I need to insert. So this was a very, very good option for me. Some women reached out and said, "Oh, have you thought about using a Luna cup or a menstrual cup, moon cup?" And the idea just doesn't appeal at this stage in my physical and sexual journey. So I just wanted to use something where I could just free flow. Um, so use these on the heavy days, and what ended up happening, unfortunately, on day two, which is a notoriously heavy day for lots of women, is they did leak a little bit. It was pretty much in full force, and it was about an hour or so into wearing them that I noticed that, yeah, unfortunately, they hadn't kept up to their promise of being leak proof. But I don't want that to deter you from using them altogether. When my next cycle comes around, I'm going to use these on, plus pads on the heavy days, and I need to use a pad overnight as well. So don't let them deter you. They're an excellent investment, and I'm really excited about going to the supermarket and not having to buy anything for a really long time because they're really hardy and you can tell that they're going to keep on keeping on for a while. So that was about $130 Australian, I think, for 4 pairs of period pants, Thinx period pants. Um, so I really already love them and value them, and I'd advise you to get some. Um, what I do throughout the rest of my cycle, if I'm going to be honest, is I don't wear underwear very often anymore, and I'll tell you why. If you've been receiving any of the free stuff I've been giving out in the last couple of weeks, if you're on my newsletter list, you'll see that there's a bit of a common thread of not wearing underwear as an idea. So when I read Pussy, a Reclamation by Regina Thomashour, or otherwise known as Mama Gina, she recommended doing a pants-free Friday, which I started off with towards the end of last year. And I found that I just wanted to do it more and more often. Being pants-free is really liberating. It makes me feel very confident. It also is an act of not having to conform. Like, it's just such an wearing underwear is just something that happens on autopilot for me, and I was starting to question why I actually had to wear them, and I realized I don't actually have to wear them. I feel more comfortable when I don't wear them, and I feel more open, and there's more space for my sexual anatomy to breathe And when there's more space, I feel just a little bit more luscious and more connected and more drawn to the idea of something sexual happening within my own body. And these are all the really subtle things that make a difference in as to how you feel sexually and to your body. And the deeper meaning behind not wearing underpants is about letting go of shame and letting go of um, letting go of the idea that everything inside of you everything that's sexual needs to be covered up or held behind some sort of protective layer. So for me, it was about shedding another layer that I don't actually need. So I still wear them every now and again, but far less so, much to my children's amusement where they go to pull down my pajama pants and ha 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 bottoms and all that sort of stuff. So it's a tip that I give to women, and it's a tip that I'd love to give to you today, like the power of wearing special underwear during your menstrual phase and the power of wearing no underwear throughout the rest of your cycle. And I'd love for you to let me know if there's anything that holds you back from doing that or any reservations that you might have, whether it's just conditioning and habit. But I tell you what, I'm happy to walk through the underwear department and go, actually, this isn't something that I need, because we all spend so much on underwear and we all have such cluttered, or so many women have such cluttered underwear drawers just full of crap that doesn't last or is actually not very good for our sexual and reproductive health to have these inks and dyes and fabrics so close to our sexual anatomy. And more to the point, some of the really beautiful underwear I've bought is freaking uncomfortable. Like, it's so uncomfortable. It's actually riding up me. And I'm sitting there thinking, this isn't really helping me to feel connected to my sexual anatomy right now. So that's a question that you can pose to yourself. Is this underwear, or is this lack of underwear, helping me to feel more connected to my sexuality right now? And see what comes up. So that's one of the ways that I tap into confidence. And the newest way is through wearing period pants, and the other way is through not wearing underwear during the rest of the cycle and just feeling free in my body. Instead of free balling it, I'm sort of free ovarying it. I'll work on a bit of a catchphrase to that. In the meantime, I've got a confidence challenge coming up in less than 2 weeks. It starts Monday, the 10th of July. And I've condensed 5 years of listening to women's sexual stories into a 5-day challenge. So how it goes is you sign up, and from Monday the 10th through to Friday, you will get really nourishing nuggets of wisdom delivered to your inbox. There'll also be a private pop-up Facebook group for the challenge where I will be posting daily and around the theme of what was delivered in your email, and doing a Facebook Live. And that means that you can ask me questions, you can connect with me, I can give you some answers to the questions that you might have about being confident. But one thing that is for sure is that every woman that comes to see me, the words that they use is confident. And they want to feel confident because they've got no idea what the hell they're doing in sex, and they just don't know how to hold their bodies, how to initiate, what to do, where their hands should be, where their eyes should be, what they like, what they don't like. So I really want to nut all of that down for women and make it really clear how you can feel confident, which is essentially just how can you feel certain about what you're doing in your sex life and in your intimate life as well. So there's lots of juice there, and I'm pretty sure that nearly every woman could do with this wisdom because, all of this, everything that over the last however many 5+ years, and everything that's made me confident, I want to share with women. Because I can tell you right now, there's no way I would be able to run a business about sex if I wasn't confident. So I can tell you right now, I'm pretty confident about what I can share with women about confidence. And the really interesting thing was when I held conversations the other week was the women said the confidence chapter, the confidence theme was just on point, excellent. They loved it. Yeah, really brought it home, and they really felt good at the end of that group session. So I know that there's a lot there that I can share with women that will really speak to you. So to sign up, and I'll post a link now, it's www.laurenwhite.com.au/confidence-challenge. And I'll be posting about that over the next 10 days to make sure that you're on the list and that you get some really, really good stuff. And I'd really like to say women only for this one, please. I really want to make it a safe space for women to share about what's holding them back, what's having them feel anxious or inhibited, and to help crack through to that confidence code. So that's it for me today on Facebook Live. Get yourself some period pants if you're curious. It's a sound investment in your body and in your menstrual and sexual health. And for the rest of the month, just enjoy being free within with your own body and own clothing. I'll see you next week on Facebook Live, and thank you for tuning in. Bye now.